Brought to you by M.U.T.T Airsoft is our new video, how to install your SCS Nub or Shredder Concave Spacer. Alright, first you want to have the basic tools to open up your gun. Also have obviously your SCS Nub and a small flathead that can be used to pry things easily. Alright, first I'm going to take out my rear pen and my M4. I already pre-loosened it. Mine uses Allen wrenches. So yours may just be a simple pin. It varies from gun to gun. It's just whatever model you have. Alright. Now that that's the pins out of the way, you'll need to prop open your upper receiver and expose your gun. Now you want to grab your barrel that's inside and pull that out very carefully. You don't want to lose anything. Alright. Now you've got that, just put your gun aside. You'll need that for later, obviously. Alright. Now here is your hop-up unit with your barrel. You have 3 basic gears on this side, along with your spring and barrel and the base of your hop-up. You need to be very careful not to lose anything. Now first you're going to take that flathead that I told you and prop off these tiny little pins that hold the gears to the gun, or to the hop-up. Now it may be difficult the first time. It's pretty tough. I know it took us a good 5 minutes to get each one the first time, but after you do it a few times it'll be easy. Now you want to take off each of the gears one by one. Be very careful. You obviously don't want to lose those. Some are going to be a lot more difficult than others. Don't worry, but you definitely don't want to break it. So make sure you do have everything off before you start yanking on it too hard. Now the main gear right here is going to have a small screw. You'll just need to carefully take that out and put that aside. And take off that big gear. And now that all 3 are off, you have your hop-ups assembly almost disassembled, except that's all you really want to do for now. Now there's a small little lever, an arm I should say, and you want to take this out very carefully. This will expose your hop-up nub. Now mine didn't come out that time, but sometimes it can just be stuck up in the hop-up unit and you just might need to give it a little tap and it'll fall out like that. And there is your SCS nub. Alright, what we showed you before was getting up to this point where you're going to install your nub. Now you want to take your nub, and it's that small, obviously little cylindrical piece, and put it in that groove. Should be pretty obvious along with the spring on that point where it was before. Now, the trick is to keep it horizontal with the ground and make sure the nub does not move as you push the lever back in. Now you should be able to tell it's snapped in, it should flow well. And looking through that hole, if you can see through the other side, then you have installed it correctly, hopefully, and you should be able to go on from here. Now, snapping in this gear, there is one important thing. You will see on the gear there is one small part of the gear that is more like a block instead of another groove, should I say. And as you can see right there on the left side, you want to have that pointing towards the left, towards the end of your barrel. And then that means you have it correctly. Otherwise your hop-up could be a little bit messed up and you'll have to do it again. But that is an important part, so make sure you do have that gear lined up and turned right. Now installing the second gear, you want to make sure you have the right side up. It should be an elevated middle section on the right side up of the gear. When you put that in, put on the small little pin that we took off earlier. You want to push this down slowly since it's kind of delicate. I wouldn't use the flathead again. You can just use your fingers. You flip it over and put the other one on. Alright, now you want to take the largest of the gears, the one that you turn for the hop-up. Put that on, make sure it turns the rest of them, it's working properly. Don't forget the screw that you have to put in on that as well. Now on ours, it was more, it was quite difficult to put in. It varies from gun to gun. I know on my other JG, it wasn't very hard to put on, but on this KWA, it's quite difficult to screw in. But make sure it's really tight, because when you take it off, it's going to be tight, and it's very important to be in there all the way. You don't want to keep that real loose or anything. Also, you just want to make sure you get it in there straight, because if you don't, then your wheel won't be able, or your gear won't be able to turn correctly, and therefore you'll have huge hop-up problems. Alright, now that that's in, you have your hop-up reassembled. Now, the easy part, you get your gun back out again, and take your barrel. As before, you want to slide it in with the right side up. Make sure you have that. Make sure you also have the spring that's on your hop-up. You don't want to lose that. Now you line that up. Make sure right side's up. Put it in very carefully and all the way to the back. That is key, because you don't want to, when you connect the receivers again, you don't want to clash the barrel and the gearbox, because that could possibly make a part go loose or something like that. Just push that all the way back in there. Put them back together. Grab your pin that you had earlier, whether it was just a push-in pin or you have a Allen wrench to put that in. Alright, make sure that's in there securely. Okay, now you might want to just reveal the hop-up, make sure it is moving correctly. You should be fine. If you followed exactly what we showed you, then you should be okay. If you like this video, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, as we love releasing videos for you guys. SCS Nub, it's a great product, only $10. We bought it from our local dealer. See where you can get it from. It's a great product. Thanks for watching our video, guys. Later.
This should come out smooth.
Just
Not eaten. Not eaten. If it comes out rough and eaten, that was my mom. I feel fucking stupid now. No, dude. It's already out. Let's start over. I swear to God, I fucking screwed this up.